This is a gimbal. It is the FeiYu-tech WG Gimbal, WG4 Wearable Gimbal. It's basically a 2-axis gimbal. So you've got one motor inside here that's allowing you to rotate this way. So you can rotate all the way this way and all the way that way. And then you also have another motor which is located over here, which allows you to rotate around like that. It allows you to rotate around like that. The batteries go inside here. You have 2 batteries inside here. So there are the batteries inside there. And then you've got a little battery cover here, which you slide over and you just turn the dial right here to secure it. You can actually see there's a hole right there, so you can attach this to a tripod. You can also attach this to standard GoPro accessories. So what's the big deal about this wearable gimbal? Well, this is not another handheld gimbal like, for example, the FeiYu-tech G4, which I did a review of. And that's pretty much it. I have now installed my GoPro Hero 3 into the G4, and all I gotta do is press the power button underneath, and I'm ready to go shooting. This is the old FeiYu-tech G4, which is a 3-axis gimbal. This is only a 2-axis gimbal, but the big thing is this is not really designed to be used handheld. This is designed to be used or to be worn.
So you're watching the Carlisle's Picks Technology channel.
So what exactly do you do with a wearable gimbal? I know you probably got a good guess, but I'll show you exactly what this is all about. This is what it's all about. It's all about your GoPro, of course. It's designed to carry the GoPro, but it's all about attaching it to your GoPro Chesty so you can get some POV shots. And also you can use your GoPro suction mounts, because remember, it attaches to the standard GoPro mounts, right? So you could attach it right here. See where the case is? That could be your gimbal right there. There's also an optional handle that you can get. There's this arm here, a pole that you can actually attach it to. Standard GoPro mount. You can extend this as long as you need it to be. And then you can get some really nice sort of crane cinematic shots. Suction cup mounts that you can put on your car, on your motorcycle, your aircraft, whatever it is. Again, standard GoPro mounts. And a highly recommended product, I'm going to be doing some reviews on this channel as well, the RAM mounts, which are made in the USA. So you can loosen it out. There you go. So rammounts.com is where I got these. And this is basically a clamp. So I can clamp this to any number of things. The possibilities are endless. Now, this also has a ball joint here with a standard GoPro mount on the end. So guess what I can put up here instead of this case? I could actually put the wearable gimbal from FeiYu-tech. So let's take a look. I'm Batman. So first of all, let's go ahead and attach the camera to this. GoPro Hero 3 Plus, the first of the GoPro Hero 3 series cameras that actually has worked for me. I've had some problems with the older versions. So, unfortunately, this does not have the mount, the quick release mount, like it does on the G4S. So you have this issue where this piece right here gets caught on the thread. So now I can't extend it the way I want to be able to mount the camera. So hopefully in the future they're gonna get the quick mount for it, but I can just simply twist it and I got it free there. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and slide the camera in here. So here's the camera. So there it is, the camera's in there. Now we're gonna go ahead and tighten up these screws. A few turns there. So the way you're gonna put on your GoPro Chesty mount is kind of like you're wearing putting on a jacket. So I put in sort of, one arm in like that. And then I'm gonna wrap it around my back and stick my arm through the other side. And there you go. So now I have this hands-free camera mount here where I can mount it to myself and get some hands-free shots. This way and this way and this way. Forward, back, forward, backward, forward, backward. So let's go ahead and mount the gimbal. So the standard GoPro mount on the Chesty. Just gonna go ahead and slip it right in there. Grab the little screw. This guy that came with the WG. And we're going to thread it right through the one side. Alright, so now it's time to see this thing in action. That's what you came for, to see some action, right?
This way, this way, this way, this way.
So you've got a button here, function button right there. So I can press and hold that. It beeps and it comes to life. And now you're ready. Now it's stabilized. So if I were to, say, tilt this way, you see that? It doesn't tilt with me. If I go this way, see, I'm going side to side. So that's your walking motions. Imagine you're walking and you got this going on like you're doing a dance, you know, I just made up a song that sounds terrible. Anyway, so you got the idea. You eliminate that kind of stepping motion, you know, you're walking left to right, and also any kind of forward and backwards motion. So let me actually stand to the side here. So, you know, as you're walking, say you're leaning forward, you're leaning backwards, you know, all that stuff. Let me actually articulate it this way so you can see that better. So, you know, as you're walking forward and backwards, so all that motion is eliminated by the gimbal. So the gimbal stays flat this way. It's not rotating that way or that way. It's totally staying that way, right? And then also when I go sideways, see that? Now you notice when I rotate this way, it does tend to twist a little bit. So you see it's not staying perfectly forward. It is going a little bit that way, but it's still gonna allow you to get much better shots than if you didn't have the gimbal. So let's talk about the various modes. So this 2-axis gimbal actually has a total of 2 modes. Right now it's in the locked mode, which is the default when you start it up. If I twist it this way and hold it for a second, it'll actually stay in that position. That's a nice convenient feature. If I want to show my feet as I'm walking, just twist it down, it stays like that. No matter what happens, it stays looking down. If I want it to now look forward, I just twist it forward, hold it for a second, and now we're good to go. Now it's looking forward. Now the other mode is, what if you want it to actually follow you? As I look down, it's not looking down, it's staying looking forward. I want it to actually follow me. So what you want to do is you want to press for about a second, press and hold for about a second, and now it's in that mode where, as you can see, it's aiming wherever you aim. So if you lean forward, it leans forward. You lean up, it leans up. All right. If you want to get it back in the lock mode, then what you can do is you actually can just tap it and let's see, tap it and hold it for about a second, and there you go. So now it's back in that lock position or lock mode.
So you're watching the Carlisle's Picks Technology channel, and today we're talking about electric bicycles. What are they all about? So I'm going to explain to you in detail what an electric bicycle is, how it works, go over the basic components, and we'll actually go for a ride, and I'll explain to you what it feels like. I'll try my best to kind of put you on the bicycle with me to experience with me exactly how it feels. This is going to be, well, my attempt is going to be to make this the closest thing for you to do an actual test ride. If you're in the New York area,